Good evening. I want to say thank you to Publix and Aqua for the young man that brought me home in the rain with my groceries. Thank you. God bless you. When I got home, I had a message from Pickens County High School, Pickens County Football, Coach Grant Myers, and 7 others from Pickens County Schools. I'm so thankful to hear from you, and it was wonderful. I want to tell you something. I had a long thought process from Conno Lodge to Publix and back. And what I thought was, you used me for 6.5 years, and then one of you used me for 32 years. And I'm in a wheelchair, and you walk. You know it's raining outside. They said it wasn't going to rain till after midnight. Well, let me tell you, folks, started at 6 or before. And I had to wait till my fiver shot come in for COVID, so I could get the certain type. And I tell you, I could laugh coming back, but what I won't do right now is forgive. Lee and Billy, you signed over 4 cars. Ruth Moss, and people say you didn't give. No, sir, you can't sue. I didn't give the whole name. You can't sue. You didn't pay what you owed me. Ruth, you didn't, even with Brittany, you didn't have to go to court. And why did one die? Because we were going to court, weren't we, Ruth? For Brittany, we were fighting for Brittany again. Brittany, love who you're willing to love, done. I know you weren't a part of it for a while, but you've had 2 years. Get over yourself, because listen, it's not who your child is by birth, it's who your children are that respect you enough to make sure you get home in the rain. You know what, Peyton Gavin, I love you. Some of you have your money and you throw that around. You better try the truth. Some of you say, well, you shouldn't have done this, you shouldn't have done what I should have done. I done exactly what I should have done. Robert and Brenda Jones of Chestnut Gap, you were asked 2 years to help. You didn't. That's abuse and neglect. The elderly and disabled. Vicki and Jonathan Maynard, I love you. You've given me several days in a hotel. That may save your ass. I hope so. Vicki, I called Jonathan at Belmont. Don't do that again. Don't do that. Well, you know what I wanted to talk about? What it's like to have ALS, Alex Carruthers, not AIDS. And Ruth, that sounded good at church, didn't it? Well, you know what? Your son didn't die of that. He dropped because you gave him too much drugs. You killed him because we were fighting for someone we loved who won't fight for us. You know what? Have at it. You'd rather enjoy the prison system. And Amanda, like I told the FBI, when you start a coup, others die under it. That's murder, my dear. Let me tell you something. I went to every website of every judicial system, and I busted the truth. And I busted your tails with it. You know why, kids? What did Aunt Tonya or Mimi Tonya tell you? You don't like Mimi Tonya? Then you close your mouth and close your mind. Because what it means is, I love you, you love me. Love me, and accept me with no exceptions. Not a wheelchair, not what you choose, because I don't make your expectations. You know what's missing in your life? It's the truth. What you call a Christian on a pew is not what Christ calls one. What Christ called one is one that tries to do as he did. Be loving and accepting. What it says in the book of Proverbs is, you abominated yourself for your schemes. But what did I say, kids? When someone draws you into a scheme, you tell the truth. What is that? You get forgiveness. Let me tell you something. You love who you love, and you just stick with it. What you'll find out someday is what the truth is, what love is. It's not the dollar bill that somebody pushes 15,000 under the table or 10. What it ends up being is what the facts are, and the truth is, the courts are going to listen. And I tell you, you didn't have to do the subpoenas. Oh, but you did, didn't you, Miss Kathy? Let me tell you something. A pew won't do you any good. Try Christ's love. Try that. Love you guys. Thank you, Publix. Thank you, Ackworth, for making sure I got home. You that say we don't have to help our children. It says not to provoke your children as well. You know what that means? You teach them to stand for the truth, and then you won't stand by the truth. You'll buckle because they got $1, right? It costs, don't it? Costs you another human life. Done.